So, good evening to the Pirates TV viewers. Here we are at Wimborne Road. I'm your presenter and commentator, Scott Mitchell, and tonight, do we ever have a match for you? We've got second in the championship, Poole Pirates, taking on top of the tree, Leicester Lions. We've had some rain here today, a little bit, but the track looks really good to me. I think it'll develop a line a bit later on. But what have the Pirates been doing? Well, we haven't had anything since the win at Edinburgh, home to Edinburgh last week, who just didn't go away. And I feel the Lions are going to be the same. The Lions come to town, Stewart DIXON's men, with a great away record. They picked up 12 points on the road in their last three meetings. Wins at Edinburgh, Birmingham and Berwick have seen them top of the tree. With the Pirates, we had a crash last week with Kemp. We're hoping he's feeling no effects from that this evening. And with the Lions, it hasn't all been plain sailing. They've lost the use of Anders Rowe. So they'll be using Ben Morley tonight. But with all that news and more, we'll head over to our Roman reporter, Rob Dyer, in the pits.
OK, thanks, Scotty. And down in pit lane before the meeting, Drew Kemp joins us. Drew, thanks very much for your time, and good to see you up and about, because last week here, heat number 8, and I think you took a bit of a face plant, but good to see that you're in one piece.
Yeah, you know, I had that little wobble last week, but you know, that's done now. It's a new week this week. I'm all good. Just my pride hurts a little bit, but hopefully we can sort of change that tonight and hopefully get back to winning ways.
Yeah, last week you were certainly chasing it in heat 8. You had two good ones to start, and you're looking to line up another one in heat number 8, but just overlooked it a little bit and flipped over the top. Yeah,
I think it's just a case of trying too hard. I didn't make a very good start, so obviously I didn't make it very easy for myself, and trying to chase someone and just getting stuck behind traffic a little bit. But hopefully I can make a start tonight and not have to come from the back. Yeah, make it certainly a lot easier. Looks for better race, come from the back, but it's definitely less stressful when you can control the race from the front. So
I think a lot of people at the end of last week's meeting thought that you may be laid up for a few days, but in fact you were racing the next day, and again at the weekend over in Germany, I think it was. Obviously no ill effects, and good chance to get back on the bike and get the confidence back up.
Yeah, exactly. I was sore for a few days. I'm not gonna lie about that. Racing the next day and the day after, it's definitely feeling it all through my body. But I just wanted to ride, and yeah, it's good to get back racing again and winning some races. If you're laying up for a few days and not riding, it can play on your mind a little bit. So, if I didn't have those meetings, it would have been a whole week before getting on a bike again. So yeah, it's nice to get back out and sort of get rid of those butterflies a little bit and start chasing people again. It can build your confidence back up and help you on a night like tonight.
And those trips over to the continent that you've been doing in recent weeks, they're great development opportunities for you. How does it differ out there to what you're used to in the UK?
The rides are a lot different. I went there thinking it was an under 21 meeting, but you got some riders that are actually really, really good. So they're not easy, but they're definitely a good learning curve for me. And the tracks out there are completely different. The shape and the surface of them, it's nothing like the track here at Poole. So it's definitely a good learning curve, and it's definitely somewhere that you can put your name out a little bit, which I hope I did. And yeah, just build on that, like I said, and know that the riders that I have been beating there and that I do beat are good riders, and people I've got to sort of race with the rest of my career. So yes. No, I enjoy them. Really good. So
10 points in Germany was a good return for you, but we move on now, and Pirates and Leicester Lions here tonight, top of the table clash, and one that's a really key fixture in the way that the season will pan out.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be tough. To lose by a few points at Beaumont Park was a good result for us. So hopefully tonight we can sort of capitalise on that and really show the Lions what we're capable of around here, and put our stamp our authority on the meeting. It's important to win races early on and not get any last places. So that's obviously the aim for tonight, and yeah, I'm sure I wouldn't be surprised if it's sort of us two in the final at the end of the year, but you can't look to that at the minute. You've just got to concentrate on what's happening now, and for now we've just got to concentrate on tonight and yeah, go from there.
Right, well that's brilliant. Thanks, Drew, for your time this evening. It's great to see you up on your feet and no ill effects from last week. Hope you have a good meeting this evening.
Thank you very much.
Well, back in pit lane, and it's great to welcome Stewart DIXON from the Lions on the first visit to Wimborne Road this year. Stewart, Lions, a little bit of slow start, but really built the momentum over the course of the last month or so.
Yeah, certainly slow start, Rob, on the road, that's for sure. We took a couple of heavy defeats, Plymouth and Scunthorpe. Our home form has been pretty good all season, in fairness, but we managed to pick up our away form on the road. Without being disrespectful, I don't think Birmingham was the toughest place to go. They've had problems. Sometimes you go to a track at just the right time, but we certainly found a bit more consistency. But I think the ultimate challenge comes tonight, that's for sure. And we'll find out if we're just as strong, if we've turned the corner just as much as we think we have. Yeah.
Both teams have built almost in a similar way, with 3 strong heat leaders and then good middle order and good reserves coming through. Is that the formula you think that's going to win you the league?
I would agree with you that both teams have went the same way in team building. I think the team who avoids injuries has certainly got a really good chance. I know that's an obvious thing to say. It could win us the league. I was speaking to Matt Ford and Danny Ford in the office just before joining you guys, and obviously it will come down to 2 legs. That's the key. Whenever you build a team now, you've got to be able to ride the opposition's track as well. We're now down to 6 riders effectively, and I've now got to find a rider without going Anders Row, which is a lot easier said than done. But I've also got to keep an eye, when I do get a replacement, to somebody that can maybe ride potentially the tracks like Poole, Glasgow, Plymouth, the teams that I'm going to have to overcome if I am going to win silverware this year, or Leicester's going to win silverware this year. So these are things I've got to take in, the factors of that as well, and because it is a 2-legged affair. So to answer your question, we're trying to regain a championship. We know it's going to be tough, but we're having 6 riders. It's even tougher. We have to get this final signing correct to give us the ultimate chance of winning the trophy back. Yeah.
So where's the search take you, Stuart, looking for that rider?
The search has took me almost everywhere. This is not something that's been through upon me. I knew Anders Row wasn't quite settled at Leicester. I think I mentioned it in the press last week. We have, I think we've had 6 or 7 riders already for one reason or another. They've not been able to come and join us. It's difficult now with the European visa, with the exit of Brexit. You know, you're now going to get a visa, whereas before you could maybe go for an untapped day or whatever sort of thing. You could find someone. Poole done it last year with Benjamin Basso. It's not just as straightforward as that, unfortunately. I'm almost waiting to see if there's any development with other championship teams that are maybe struggling, no disrespect to them, and maybe there's a change there that they'll let somebody go down their middle order or bottom order, and then, you know, there can be a domino effect and there can be release of riders. Unfortunately, they're in the same boat as me. They can't find any riders to strengthen up teams. I'm looking for something almost to fall into our hands, because the search goes on, it continues, but as I say, it's proved to be very frustrating so far.
I've got to say, Stuart, it's good to see you in one piece, because I know you've had a little bit of an accident on the way down. A 9-hour trip from Glasgow isn't the best of thing, and then to be sideswiped in Manchester in your car, it's also a bit of a problem. But good to see you here, and thank you for bringing your Lions, and we hope you're all right and the Lions will be going well this evening.
Thanks very much for that. Cheers. Okay, enjoy your night. Thank you. Cheers.
Right, here we go with the team lineups. We'll start with the Leicester Lions. At number 1 is Nick Morris, the Aussie from Canberra. Had his 28th birthday yesterday. Usually quick here at Wimborne Road, and yokes a visit here. At number 2 is Connor Mountain. The King's Lynn-born racer won the championship with Leicester in 2019, and he's now back with them for 2022. At number 3 is Richie WORRALL. In 2019, he was a Pirate in the Premier League and a Lion in the Championship. He's back at the Championship with the Lions for 2022. It's his twin brother that's the current Pirate. At number 4, on the twin brother link continues, it's Joe Thompson. His twin brother Dan rides in the same team with the Leicester Lions. At number 5, we have Kyle Howarth. Kyle knows his place well. In 2010 was a Bournemouth Buccaneer, and in 2012 was a Pirate himself. 2021 saw him become a Lion, and he's been retained for 2022. At number 6 is Ben Morley, South NLC racer guest for the Lions, recently plying his trade with Plymouth and Kemp. He's in for Anders Row this evening. And at number 7, the other half of the Thompson twins. No, don't be confused with the 80s pop band. These two are Speedway riders. So we go to the Pirates. At number 1 is Danny King. He had a pace at Ipswich and Eurosport on Monday night at Bellevue. He'll be looking for more of that again tonight here at Wimborne Road. At number 2, Zach Cook. He partners Danny King tonight, but guest booking saw him at Bellevue on Monday in the opposite side of the pits. At number 3, Steve Worrall. He's riding the opposite number to his twin Richie. More Worrall v Worrall rivalry action tonight. Look out for those elbows in the heats they're riding. At number 4, Ben Cook. He'll be fired up and ready to go tonight. He had a brilliant move in Heat 14 to pass the Monarchs Jason Edwards and Paco Castagna for the win. So we'll see how he goes again tonight. At 5, Richard Lawson. Since going to from number 3 to number 5, he's been banging in the double-digit scores for the Pirates, and he'll be looking to do more of that tonight. And he's going to need to if the Pirates are going to turn over the Lions. At number 6, Drew Kemp. We saw him have a nasty fall in Heat 8 last week, and we're hoping he's having no ill effects from that this week. And at number 7, Nathan Ablitt. He had a good scrap with Jacob Hook in Heat 12 last night. They had last week had the crowd on their feet, and we're hoping to see some more of that. Team manager for the Pirates, as always, Neil Middleditch. Team manager for the Leicester Lions, Stewart DIXON. Keep an eye out for him. He's a clever manager in the pits. So it's over to Dartometer time and see who we got on Ben 4. Right, it's Dartometer time. And who else could we bring down to Ben 4 for the last one of this little series? It had to be Ben Cook after that move last week. Ben, looking at turn 4, how do you kind of approach it? Is the approach to turn 3 dictate where you are on turn 4?
Definitely. It's all about coming into turn 3 where you kind of end up coming out here. It's, as you can see, he's ripped it up quite a lot just not long ago, and it's going to generate a lot of grip there. So you can ride the inside line some weeks, but last week it was a little bit slick for that. But yeah, hopefully with the rain that we've had today, there might be a few racing lines.
We know on turn 4, I call it the Javi Avenue because I'm really old, and Javi was riding at the time. He wasn't a team manager then. You probably only know him as a team manager. But he used to have a line where he used to go wide and cut right up the inside, put his wheels on the inside and find a bit of grip that nobody else has used here on turn 4. And he would shoot by people that were out on the outside later in the meeting because it had got a bit dry out there. So is that a move you've ever used?
Yeah, I definitely have, yeah. But you kind of dictated sometimes by the person in front of you where they, enter the corner or where they're riding, so you kind of don't want to follow them as much, and yeah, you just got to try and make something work out of it.
Right, I've got to go back to Heat 4. I've got to go back to Heat 14 last week. I've got to go back to it, right? Did you see that move coming? Did you see that Paco had stayed a little tight on turn 3 so that you could nip round the outside?
I knew I had the speed coming off turn 2 there. I thought, I might get Paco here, and all of a sudden the door opened coming into turn 3, and all of a sudden I'm in the lead. So it was good, but it happened very fast, so it was good to see the replay. It
was unbelievably quick. We weren't expecting it watching it. I just got carried away and was a blithering idiot like I always am when I see a great move. But you just don't get time to think on that move. Jason Edwards was probably looking for Paco on the inside. By the time he turned over, it was you, and you were like, hey, see you later.
Yeah, door opened and I'll come through there. That's no asking twice. So yeah, it worked good. Hopefully there's some more of that tonight, or we can make the start and we don't need to worry about that.
Well, 8 paid 11 for this man last week. We'll be looking for them all the same this week. Thanks, Ben, for coming and chatting to us.
Thank you.
So the Lions have had success, and we'll hand over to our track announcer, Nigel Leahy.
In the meantime, let's meet our opposition tonight, the wobbling JCB, the Leicester Lions. At number 7, regularly hauling the points from the reserve berth this year, it's Dan Thompson. Number 6, who's testing for Anders Rowe, who recently quit, of course, having moved from Birmingham to Plymouth. Welcome, Ben MORLEY. At 5, already shown his liking for Wimborne Road this term. Top scored in both Lions' victories last week. Their captain, Kyle Howarth. Number 4, his brother to Dan, of course, with the Thompson twins, integral to the Lions engine room, Joe Thompson. Number 3, he's gone to our Steve. Always some sibling rivalry going on, but we know, or we wonder, who will get the better this evening. For Richie WORRALL. Number 2, gradually upping his average since the beginning of 2022 for the Lions, Commentator. And taking back the number 1 race jacket after some stiff competition from within, Nick Morris. All right, let me take a step down this way. Number 7 for the Pirates, regularly hauling the points from the reserve berth this year. Beg your pardon. It's Nathan Ablitt. Number 6, he took a master tunnel last week. He's back to fight on, and so is metal. It's Kemp. Number 5, a reliable contributor to the cause always, even while riding through the pain barrier, Richard Lawson. Number 4, well-deserved rider of the night last week, had an unforgettable, dazzling display from Ben Cook. Number 3, he outscored his colleagues last Wednesday. There's no slowing down. Steve WORRALL. Well, that costly engine blow up a week ago won't stop our number 2 and determined Aussie, Zach Cook. And he became the Pirates' fastest of 22 against the Lights, our smooth operator, Captain Danny King. So Danny and Kyle are the captains to spin the coin for choice of gate positions. Morris is going to spin the coin. Heads it is. Kyle is choosing 1 and 3 for the Lions. All right, everyone.
So there we go, we're on the push-off.
Strap yourselves in. We're going racing.
So here we go, it's Heat 1, sponsored by KD Wardrobes. On the inside, in yellow, is Connor Mountain. In gate 2, in blue for the Pirates, is Zach Cook. In gate 3, in white, for the Lions, is Nick Morris. And in gate 4, in red, Captain Fantastic, Danny King. To stop them moving. When I start, Marshall raises his hand, he's ready. Update the tape to the Heat 1. And it's a good start from Morris. It got a bit congested in there. And it's the Pirates duo come through, but in yellow. Connor Mountain's just gone under Danny King, who got filled in there on turn 1. But it was a good start from Morris. I told you he liked this place, and he's away at the front. And now it looks like Danny King's packed up in red at the back. So it's now a 3-horse race, in which Nick Morris is comfortably leading. He looks quick. It's Zach Cook in blue in second for the Pirates. And Connor Mountain's not give this up. He's now taking after Zach Cook and starting to catch him. Zach Cook's going to have to ride a tidy line here. But as they come to the line, oh, big wheelie there for Nick Morris. Come over the line, it's white, blue, yellow. A good win there for Nick Morris. He came out and trap gate 3 and he absolutely went. There's Danny pushing his stricken machine. So the race result. The winner in white was Nick Morris. In second, in blue, was Zach Cook for the Pirates. In third, in yellow for the Lions, was Connor Mountain. And unfortunately, Danny King failed to finish in red. It's a 4-2 heat score to the Lions, making the progressive score 4 to the Lions, 2 to the Pirates. Here we go. In Heat 2, sponsored by Compact Lifting Services. On the inside, in Gate 1 for the Poole Pirates, is Drew Kemp in red. In white, in Gate 2, the guest tonight for the Lions is Ben Morley. In Gate 3, in blue, for the Pirates is Nathan Ablitt. And out in Gate 4, In yellow is Dan Thompson, one of the Thompson twins who ride for the Leicester Lions. The one time they all race each other on the night. Here we go with heat 2, the tapes are up and away we go. And it's a good start from MORLEY and Dan Thompson. They're holding a 5-1 position over the Pirates. So, it's Dan Thompson out front in yellow. Ben MORLEY struggling a little there, and in red, Drew Kemp's looking to go by. He's gone out wide now, looking for the grip. Trying to build some momentum in red. But Dan Thompson's gone at the front. He's checked out. And MORLEY's hanging on there. All the action here is between 2 and 3. Pirates fans silent here in the crowd. They're stunned what they've seen. But they shouldn't have been surprised. The Lions have been great on tour, and here they've started the meeting well tonight. It's a win for Dan Thompson. It's yellow, white, red, and blue. It's a 5-1 heat score to the Lions. Taking the progressive score. It's a 9 to the Lions and 3 to the Pirates after 2 heats. And here we go from the start. We see the Lions 2 make a cracking start and getting right out there. So here's your heat 2 result. The winner in yellow was Dan Thompson. In second was Ben MORLEY in white. In third was Drew Kemp in red, and at the back was Nathan Ablitt in blue. So 5-1 to the Lions. It's 3 to the home side, 9 to the visitors. And on the inside, in white, for the Leicester Lions is Richie WORRALL. In gate 2, in blue, for the Pirates is Ben Cook. In gate 3, in yellow, is Joe Thompson for the Lions, brother of the last heat winner. And in red, for the Pirates on the outside, is Steve WORRALL. Rob Wadham trying to bring the riders in. So it's a beautiful evening here. You wouldn't believe we'd had rain today. So here we go. It's heat 3 and away we go. And it's a good start. On the inside, Stevie WORRALL. And he's not left his brother, from Richie WORRALL, sorry, not left his brother Stevie any room at all there. The elbows are out up the back straight. It's Ben Cook there in blue in third. And at the back, in yellow, is Joe Thompson. Richie WORRALL rode this place well for the Pirates in 2019. And did he do enough on that first turn to get away? It looks like he has. The Pirates are packing second and third. And this one's looking like a drawn heat all the way as we come into the last corner. And I have to say, Richie WORRALL looks super quick there in that heat. And I think that wheelie was for his brother. So there we go. Over the line we come. White, red, blue and yellow. So here's the heat result. The winner in white for the Leicester Lions, Richie WORRALL. And he was right out there too. In second, his brother Stevie WORRALL. In red for the Pirates. In third in blue was Ben Cook for the Pirates. And at the back in yellow was Joe Thompson for the Lions. Confirmation of the match score after 3 heats. 6 to the Pirates, 12 to the Lions. So, here's your lineup for heat 4. On the inside, in yellow, is Dan Thompson for the Leicester Lions. He won first time out. In blue for the Pirates, in gate 2 is Nathan Ablitt. In gate 3, in white, is Kyle Howarth. He knows this place like the back of his hand. And in gate 4, in red, is Richard Lawson. So our start marshal, Colin, calls the riders in. When his hands go up, he's happy. When the tapes go up, the referee's happy. It's a start of heat 4, and it's another good start from Stevie Worrall. Oh no, it's Richie Lawson, sorry, only outside. Slightly confused there. Wrong heat, but it's a good start from Lawson, and he's gone straight out to the dirt. And he's started to check out. In white in second is Howarth. Lawson just got over the top of him. In third in yellow is Dan Thompson. He looks pretty quick there. Red reserve, and chasing him up is Nathan Ablitt. Ablitt getting quicker each week. But it's Lawson out front. As we come to the line, a pretty uneventful heat, but it's the first win of the night for the Pirates. It's red, white, yellow and blue.
First heat win in heat number 4 in red, Richard Lawson.
So Richard Lawson, first heat win for the Pirates tonight at heat 4. And you'll see off the start here, he was right on it. The bike propelled forward. Probably Kyle Howarth there got a little bit squeezed out by his own rider, Dan Thompson. Race 4, a win in the red helmet colour for Richard Lawson. Second in white was Kyle Howarth. Third in yellow was Dan Thompson. And fourth was Nathan Ablitt. It was a 3-all heat score, taking the match score to 9 to the Pirates, 15 to the Lions. So we're on a grade break, so we now head over to our Roman reporter, Rob Dyer, down in the pits.
Richard, good start, good winning start, but looked like you spun up a little bit coming off of gate 4 there and made it a long run to that first corner.
Yeah, I think gate 4 is a little bit softer than the rest. Probably maybe sitting in the shade a bit. So initially the bike actually bogged down a little bit, but you know, it hooked up eventually and got across. I don't know who was off the inside, but I could see him. And I just had to kind of wrestle him, and then it was home and dry.
And a little bit of a blip in this.
Oh, you noticed that?
A little bit of a blip. Well corrected.
Yeah. Well, as you enter turn 1, the sun's just dropping, and there's a moment, split second, you're kind of blind, and that just hit me there, and I was on the wrong line, and like you said, I got it corrected, and no foul done.
Okay, Lions giving us a bit of a tough task tonight. It's going to be a long night, I think, for everybody, and going to have to fight hard.
Yeah, definitely. We knew that coming into it. It's going to be hard, but you know, not the start we anticipated. But you know, we've all had one ride now. We know what to expect, and you know, it's game on.
Game on it is. Thanks very much indeed for your time, Richard. Stuart, just quickly, good start for the Lions.
Yeah, a better start than obviously I thought we would. We're normally 9-3 down here after a couple of races. We made starts, let's not kid ourselves. We made starts. Track's grippy and quite wet with the late water we put on it. I think the key, that's why we took 1 and 3. Good start, but we've got to keep it going, let's be honest. You know what I mean?
Thanks, Stuart. Thank you very much indeed.
It's heat 5, and this heat sponsored by Trethowens. And on the inside, in red, in gate 1, we have Steve Worrall. In gate 2, in yellow, we have Connor Mountain for the Lions. In gate 3, in blue, we have Ben Cook for the Pirates. And out in gate 4, Leicester Lions number 1. In white, Nick Morris. And he won first time out. Pirates will be hoping to stop Morris winning the race. Who knows? Connor Mountain was pretty quick in that first heat. Just got edged out on the first turn. Heat 1 can be a little bit processional at most tracks. The grip is down low on the inside, very difficult to pass on Heat 1. So here we go, it's Heat 5. Tapes are up and away we go. And it's a good start on the inside from Worrall, but he doesn't get out there to stop the run of Morris. But now he's in hot pursuit. Connor Mountain there tucked in behind Stevie Worrall. And it's Ben Cook at the back for the Pirates. So we're looking at a 4-2 as it stands to the Lions, who really have come to the party early doors in this away meeting. The 3 away wins they've had before this does build confidence between the team and the riders. And Morris is away here. Ben Cook is now starting to get up to Connor Mountain. Can he do anything about him? Mountain locks up there, but Cook not close enough. Cook really throws it into 3, trying to come around the outside of 4, but it's a win for the Leicester Lions again, in white for Nick Morris. So it's white, red, yellow and blue. A 4-2 heat score, another heat advantage to the Leicester Lions. We see Morris there away at the start again. Good start from the outside, got up high into the dirt, and then it was plain sailing from there for him. So yeah, Nick Morris takes his second race wins tonight. Here's the confirmation of the result of Heat 5. It's Nick Morris in white wins it for the Leicester Lions. In red, Steve Worrall comes second. In third was Connor Mountain. These points at the third places are vital in these meetings. He came third in yellow, and at the back was Ben Cook. The progressive score after Heat 5, it's 11 to the Pirates and 19 to the Lions. The Lions open up an 8-point lead. Nice and early to do a bit of digging, find a new line. Danny King there having a bit of a problem with his machine in Heat 1. Stopped on the second lap. So here we go. All riders now on track. The pit gate is shut. So on the inside in white is the Leicester Lions captain Carl Howarth. In red is the Poole Pirates captain. In gate 2 is Danny King. In yellow in gate 3 is the guest reserve tonight, Ben Morley. And in gate 4 in blue for the Pirates is Zach Cook.
Back out on track from gate number 2 of gate number 3 also with a 2-point score on its chart.
So the riders come into tapes, they're called in.
Gate number 3, 11, place 19.
So here we go. Heat 6 is underway and the tapes go up. And it's a quick start from Howarth on the inside. He's drifted wide and Zach Cook's come up the inside. What a move from Zach Cook off of gate 4. Howarth went just a little too wide. And Zach Cook saw the opportunity and dived up the inside. So it's Howarth in second. It's Danny King in third. Now looking at Howarth up the inside. And it's Ben Morley at the back in yellow, but all the action here is at the front with 2 and 3. Howarth locked up slightly there and lost momentum. Danny King now looking to go around the outside of him. The action here at 2 and 3. Zach Cook's picking his line and going where he needs to go out front. Danny King pulling a few tear-offs, getting filled in a little. Howarth has now stayed down tight. He hasn't drifted off the line since Danny King nearly passed him on lap 2 there at the pit corner. But it's a win in blue for Zach Cook. As they come over the line, it's blue, red. Sorry, it's blue, white, red, and yellow at the back. It's the first heat advantage to the Pirates of the night, thanks to Zach Cook winning that one. And you can see there, he got out there, but not out as quick as Howarth. Howarth just got out in the deep stuff, whether his bike bogged and I don't know, but left a gap there for Cook, and he took the opportunity A win for Zach Cook in blue for the Pirates. In second, in white, was Carl Howarth for the Lions. In third was Danny King. In red for the Pirates. And at the back was Ben Morley for the Lions. Here's your lineup for Heat 7. On the inside in red, in gate 1 is Richard Lawson. In gate 2, in white, is Richie WORRALL for the Lions. In gate 3, in blue, for the Pirates, as a tack sub, is Steve WORRALL. And in gate 4, in yellow, for the Lions, is Joe Thompson. So Heat 7, as that tape's ready to go. And away it goes. And it's a big start from the Pirates duo. And it's Stevie WORRALL, the tack sub, is out and away. Joe Thompson in yellow. Maybe the surprise here. Coming up the inside of Richard Lawson is Steve WORRALL. Stevie WORRALL is all over Richard Lawson, but Lawson goes around the outside. What a move from Lawson on the big turn. He comes into second. The Pirates are on a 5-1. Joe Thompson seemed to be getting in the way a little bit there of Richie WORRALL, and now the Pirates duo are out front on a 5-1 with 1 lap to go. Stevie WORRALL in blue out front, Lawson in red in second, and they look comfortable there now. Richie WORRALL taking chase, but he didn't get enough laps to get up behind him. And it's a 5-1 win. You can hear the crowd go wild here. As they come over the line, it was blue, red, white, and yellow. The Pirates duo come round for a lap of honour, and I'm sure they've livened up the crowd here at at Wimborne Road tonight. The fans on their feet in the grandstand. The boys got out the start there really well. And what a good move from Lawson. On lap 2 to get past Thompson. So that's made the Pirates feel good. It's a win for Steve WORRALL in blue. In second, in red, was Richard Lawson for the Pirates. In third, in white, was Richie WORRALL. And at the back was Joe Thompson, although he was right up there at the start. It was a 5-1 heat result in favour of the Pirates. Taking the match score now, 20 to the Pirates, 22 to the Lions after Heat 7. Just the 2 points in it, and here we're going to see Richard Lawson go out into the grippy stuff. Joe Thompson just got a little squirrely there going into turn 2, and that was enough. So, Bournemouth Betting Centre are the sponsors of Heat 8. And on the inside in blue, the reserve change for the Pirates is Drew Kemp. In gate 2 in yellow is Dan Thompson. Let's not forget he's won a heat already tonight. For the Lions in gate 3, Zach Cook in white, in red. He wouldn't be in white, we're at home. Get excited here. Zach Cook in gate 3 in red for the Pirates. And out in white is Connor Mountain for the Lions on gate 4. He will not hesitate to win races. Quite impressed with his first couple of rides. So Colin, our start marshal, trying to bring the riders in. Usually a track raid again after Heat 8. So here we go, the start marshal's ready, the tapes go up on Heat 8 and away we go. And who's made the start? It's the Lions duo have made the start and are trying to return the favour straight back at the Pirates after that 5-1 from Heat 7. Connor Mountain shepherding Dan Thompson. They've got the track well blocked. Is there a room there up the inside for Zach Cook? He got alongside but didn't quite get by. Zach Cook has the pace. He's there with him. Trying that inside line again, but gets his nose cut off by Connor Mountain. Rode a clever line there, Connor Mountain. He's shielding his partner, but he's going to have to watch his backside. He's 1 lap to go and Zach Cook is all over him like a rash. Notice he didn't make the mistake there, Connor Mountain. He kept it down low and left no space. And I don't know who actually got that on the line. I think Connor Mountain might have got that on the line. That's a 5-1 heat score to the Lions. I know that. I know that it was red in third and blue in fourth. Lions fans down there on turn 2. It was yellow came over the line first. It was Dan Thompson for his second heat win of the night. In second, shielded him home brilliantly was Connor Mountain in white. In third, Zach Cook, who tried everything he knew, couldn't get by the Leicester Lions boys at the front. He was in red in third, and at the back, Drew Kemp in blue. 5-1 heat score in favour of the Lions. It's 21 points now to the Pirates, 27 to the Lions, and we head back over to the pits and Rob Dyer.
Midlow, we knew it was going to be a tough one tonight, and it's certainly proven that way.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, I mean they've had 2 away wins on the road, and they're looking for a third, aren't they? I mean, thought we'd nibbled it back there in 7, but they bounced straight back in 8, didn't they? So now it's mano a mano, as it were.
Anything you can put your finger on that's creating the difference?
Yeah, I mean they're a little bit sharper at the starts, if I'm honest. But yeah, it's being beaten by a better team at the moment. But we can do it. We're not down. I mean, just got to keep the boys' heads up and keep pegging away.
Track conditions okay?
Fine, absolutely fine. A little bit wet early on, but no complaints from anybody.
Okay, I'll leave you to talk to the boys and see if you can get them G'd up ready for the remainder of the action. Steve, we're on the live stream and it's a tough one tonight for the Pirates.
It is, yeah. I'm not sure what's going on, to be honest. I feel like there's a little bit more material and a bit more moisture in the track than what we've had the last few home matches here, and it's kind of catching us out, especially out the starts. They're really soft tonight, which it's caught me out. I mean, I've finally just made a start in that one, and when we needed to, but yeah. No, we've got to rally round here, get everyone going. We need to talk about this and try and get everyone on the same page.
We're just looking over there. It looks like the war committee is convening with Danny and Richard and Midlow. I guess you go and join them and sort out what's going to happen as the meeting progresses. Hope it stays safe for you going forward.
Yeah, well, I feel like I'm going okay now. Obviously, Richard's in good form. Danny mishap in the first one. I think he got a bit of water on his spark plug. A bit damp going into 3, but it's the like Drew and the bottom end of the team. We've got to pass up that we've found over these last few heats and get them boys going as well. So
we'll leave you to it, Steve. We'll leave you to it. Thanks for your time. Thank you very much.
So here we go. It's Heat 9, sponsored by Bell's Decor. And on the inside in blue for the Pirates we have Ben Cook. In gate 2 in white we have the Leicester Lions captain Carl Howarth. In gate 3 in red we have Steve Worrall. Unusual to see him in blue as a tack sub, but that's what we saw earlier. And then in gate 4 in yellow for the Lions, Ben Morley. So here we go. 7 heats to go. Here we go with heat 9. The tapes are up and away we go. And it's a good start from the Lions again, but Worrall's out there being pushed hard by Howarth. Worrall would not shut off, and he didn't shut off. He'd come over the top of Howarth going into 3. Ben Cook and now has passed Ben Morley at the back. So the Pirates sit at a 4-2. Ben Cook will now take chase to Carl Howarth. If Howarth makes a mistake, Cook will be there. But it's Worrall commanding out front. But Howarth is catching. He had a bit more speed up that back straight. He had a good exit out of turn 2, and now he's all over Worrall. He's trying that wide line, but gets filled in from Worrall. Holds him back. Ben Cook's gone thundering into turn 3. But it's a win in red for Stevie Worrall. And they come over the line. It's red, white, blue and yellow. 4-2 heat advantage to the Pirates. And this is where it all happened. What a start from the two riders in the centre. And Howarth did all he could to squeeze Worrall up, but he was just that quarter of a bike length in front. And then as they both straightened their wheels up, it was Worrall that came through to take the win. So there's Worrall heading back to the pits. Confirmation of the Heat 9 result here. A win for Steve Worrall in red for the Pirates. Second in white for Kyle Howarth for the Lions. Third, Ben Cook for the Pirates in blue. And in yellow at the back, Ben Morley for the Lions. 4-2 heat advantage to the Pirates. Sponsored by Pirate Cast, Heat 10. You must give them a listen on the podcast. But here we go. On the inside in gate 1 is Zach Cook for the Pirates in blue. In gate 2 in white, a reserve change, not reserve change, a reserve coming in is Dan Thompson in yellow. In gate 3 in red is Pirate skipper Danny King. And in gate 4 in white is Richie WORRALL for the Lions. He's been looking super quick tonight.
25 plays 29 now.
So the riders are at tapes, they're ready. The start marshal is ready. Heat 10 is underway as the tapes go up. It's a good start on the inside, but it's Richie WORRALL has made a flyer and ran the outside. On turn 2 comes Danny King. He hit the dirt and it's gone, and coming up the inside now, Zach Cook having a good look. Richie WORRALL there in white. Zach Cook will continue to chase. It's Danny King out front. He seems to have found something to get him going. It wasn't his best start, but he made up for that in turn 2 round by the Pete Bend. He's now got up to the back of Danny King with a lap to go. All the action here at the front. And Danny King's picked a good line there on turn 2. And it's going to be a win in red for Danny King. So it's red, white, blue and yellow as they cross the line. Another 4-2 heat advantage to the Pirates. And here's your Heat 10 result confirmation. A win for Danny King in red for the Pirates. In second was Richie WORRALL in white for the Lions. In third in blue was Zach Cook for the Pirates. And at the back, the reserve change coming in, or the tactical change, reserve change was Dan Thompson coming in. Progressive match score after Heat 10 is 29 to the Pirates, 31 to the Lions. And on the inside in gate 1, in white is Nick Morris for the Lions. He's been flying. In gate 2, in red for the Pirates is Richard Lawson. He's been flying. In gate 3, in yellow for Connor Mountain. He was going good in his last one too. And in gate 4, in blue, is Drew Kemp, who has yet to get up to speed tonight. This is what we call a proper meet in the championship. Top 2 going at it early season. Like I said earlier, it's a good crowd for the Lions coming to town. So here we go. It's Heat 11 and away we go. And it's a good start from Lawson. But he's gone wide and found the grip and come round the Leicester Lions too. They looked like they had a chance on him. At the back is Drew Kemp. He's now making a challenge on Connor Mountain. But it's Lawson out front. And just how he's been doing from number 5. He's been doing double-digit scores, and this is how. Oh, a bit of a jump forward there from Morris, a little bit out of control, had to shut off, but it's Drew Kemp now at the back, has closed up to Connor Mountain. Can he find something? Made a slight mistake there going into turn 3, and he lost a bit of distance, but as we enter the last lap, it's that big move from Richard Lawson got him to the front on turn 2, and it's got him the win. So as they go over the line, it's red, white, yellow and blue. It's a 3-all heat score is the result of heat 11. And here Lawson got there at the same time as Morris. Morris pulled a big locker. Connor Mountain then got between, but Lawson was out in the dirt and managed to power on by the pits, and Richard Lawson used it there to good effect. So here's a confirmation of your heat 11 result. Richard Lawson wins it in red for the Pirates. In second, in white, was Nick Morris for the Lions. In third, in yellow, was Connor Mountain for the Lions. And at the back there was Drew Kemp in blue for the Pirates. So it was a drawn heat, 3-all heat score, taking the match score after heat 11 to 32 to the Pirates, 34 to the Lions. We've got the tractor out on track, so I will head down to pits and I'll roam in reporter, Rob Dyer.
Now, what is Midlow telling those boys, and what are the boys telling Midlow? That's what we would like to know. I'm certain he's been in this position several times before, and his experience with all those trophies behind him will no doubt be brought to full use this time around. Leicester boys putting their heads together, and no doubt Stewart DIXON, well, with all his valuable experience and success with league titles in various places, he'll be imparting how important it is to keep their impressive first few races going, to see if they can pinch the points at Poole this evening.
It's heat 12, and on the inside, the reserve change in yellow for the Leicester Lions is Dan Thompson. In gate 2 in red is Steve WORRALL for the Pirates. In gate 3 in yellow, in white, is Richie WORRALL, and for the Lions. And in gate 4 in blue is Nathan Ablitt for the Pirates. So this is the third time they've matched up, the two WORRALL brothers, and now I think they're one apiece. So I know how this feels. You don't want to let your brother get one over on you. So here we go. It's heat 12. The tapes are up and away we go. And it's a great start on the inside from Dan Thompson. A surprise start. And it's a 5-1 to the Lions. Stevie WORRALL now trying a big move around the outside, but Richie is gone. Dan Thompson has speed, there's no two ways about this. What a masterstroke again from Stewart DIXON, the Lions manager, swapping reserves. It was a great start from the Lions, you have to hand it to them. They are out of the traps really quickly tonight. WORRALL really threw it there into turn 3. He's got one lap to go to try and do something about it. He's going wide again in turn 1, trying to find that grip out there in turn 2, and he's still throwing it in turn 3. All the actions there. Has he got enough to get round the outside of Thompson? Richie WORRALL cleverly slows off. It's a 5-1 heat score to the Lions. So over the line it was white, yellow, red and blue. It's a 5-1 heat score, 2 in favour of the Leicester Lions. And 2 nice wheelies there from the boys as well, which they quite well deserve. They both flew out the traps there. think Stevie was watching what Richie was doing a little bit more and left a bit of room on the inside there for Dan, and he took his chance in yellow. Dan Thompson. So here's your Heat 12 confirmation of the result. In first for the Leicester Lions in white was Richie WORRALL. In second in yellow was Dan Thompson for the Lions. In third was Steve WORRALL for the Pirates in red, and fourth at the back in blue was Nathan Ablitt. 5-1 Heat score was the result of Heat 12. 33 to the Pirates, 39 to the Lions. So on the inside, in red is Danny King on gate 1 for the Pirates. In gate 2 in white is Nick Morris for the Lions. In gate 3 in blue is Richard Lawson. And in gate 4 in yellow is Kyle Howarth. You know this is going to be all action. So 13 is always big. And here we go, the start marshal's ready. The tapes are up on Heat 13 and away we go. Who's made it? Oh, they all get there together, and it's the Lions again. Look to have coming out up top. Richard Lawson trying to squeeze up there, but Morrow never left him any room at all. Lawson comes back underneath and leaves Morris no room at all. And that's held his throw. That's held his, and in comes WORRALL up the inside. Has he got enough? He's going to have to drift out and shut the door, but he hasn't managed to do that. Morris has got back into third, and he's now taking chase. Again, Morris looks quick. Morris does look quick. He's looked quick all night. He's gone out wide and trying to straighten the corner to come underneath Lawson. But it's Howarth out front. He hasn't won a heat all night, but this is the important one to win. WORRALL at the back there trying to make inroads on Morris, but doesn't look to have done. So as we come into the line, it looks like a 4-2 win to the Heat win to the Lions. It's yellow as they come over the line. Yellow, blue, white, and at the back red. Here's your confirmation of the Heat 13 result. It's Kyle Howarth wins it in yellow for the Lions. In second is Richard Lawson in blue for the Pirates. In third in white was Nick Morris for the Lions, and in fourth was Danny King in red for the Pirates. 4-2 Heat result was the Heat result of 13, taking the progressive result 35 to the Pirates and 43 to the Lions. And here we go on the inside for the Lions. In white is Joe Thompson. In blue, off gate 2 for the Pirates is Drew Kemp. In gate 3 in yellow is Dan Thompson. And in gate for the Lions, in gate 4 in red is Ben Cook for the Pirates. They know anything but a 5-1 and the meeting is gone. So it's Heat 14. And the tapes are up and away we go, and it looks like the Leicester boys have got away again. Ben Cook has come around the outside and now dissected a 2 up the inside. What a move from Ben Cook in red. Drew Kemp has come through into third, and he's now in pursuit. But Joe Thompson goes around the outside of him. Thompson's made a mistake. Drew Kemp is up the inside, but he just doesn't look quick enough. Thompson's gone back round the outside of him again. Thompson's gone really wide. Drew Kemp's come under him again. All the action here at the back. Thompson's gone down. He's actually trying to get his bike out of the fence, but the red lights come on as we go over the line for the third lap. So it's now, will it be awarded? Drew Kemp had got right onto the back wheel of Dan Thompson. Zach and Ben Cook there in conversation in the pits, but here's how it went, and the Thompson brothers were out there, and look at that. Cook went up into the dirt on turn 1 and then split them coming through turn 2. The rerun of Heat 14. No rider on gate 1. He was seen to be cause of the stoppage and was excluded from the rerun of 14. In gate 2 in blue, Just coming round to the line is Drew Kemp for the Pirates. In gate 3, he's had a great night for the Lions. In yellow is Dan Thompson. He's looked quick tonight. And Ben Cook in gate 4 in red for the Pirates. So here we go, it's heat 14. The riders are ready to start, Marshall's ready, and away we go. And Dan Thompson's made a good one again. Ben just looks over his shoulder to see who's alongside him, and it's not his partner. So it's Ben Cook leads it in red for the Pirates. In second is Dan Thompson, and here comes Drew Kemp. He's going to pressure Thompson all the way to the finish, and he's right up his exhaust pipe there. Goes in hard on turn 3, all the actions here. Between 2 and 3, Thompson will be looking to hold on to those 2 points. That will guarantee the draw at the very worst for the Lions. But from the position they'll be in, Stewart DIXON won't be happy with that. But it's Ben Cook, he's gone out front. But it doesn't look like Kemp can get alongside Thompson. Thompson's doing enough. Kemp goes for the big one round the outside. Thompson's blocked the inside. And it's a win in red for Ben Cook. Over the line, second is the rider in yellow. And third was the rider in blue. So here we go, it was all off the start. You've got to say Dan Thompson's start tonight has been mighty impressive. He really has come off the line well. And quite right, he comes round and has a wheelie as well with Ben Cook. Here's the result from heat 14. Ben Cook takes the win in red for the Pirates. At second in yellow is Dan Thompson for the Lions. In third was Drew Kemp for the Pirates in blue. So it's a 4-2 heat score for the Pirates, taking the match scored 39 to the Pirates, 45 to the Lions. So in gate 1, in red for the Pirates is Steve WORRALL. In gate 2, in white, is his brother Richie WORRALL. 4th time they've met tonight. In gate 3, in blue, is Richard Lawson. And in gate 4, in yellow, is Carl Howarth for the Lions. The green lights are being flashed by the referee to tell the riders to come in. So Rob White, our start marshal there, just checking Howarth is not outside of his box. It's heat 15 and away we go. And it's a good start from the Pirates boys. Are they going to get split there by Howarth? Howarth has got between them, so it's Lawson out front. Stevie WORRALL trying to get up the inside of Howarth, and he's going to close the door on him. Oh, Howarth drops it on him and closes the door back. Howarth gets a big lift. It's Richie WORRALL at the back, and Richie WORRALL has now gone steaming into turn 3 to try and get past his brother. But it's Howarth and Stevie WORRALL is the battle here. Stevie WORRALL trying to stay down tight, but Richie's now making inroads on Steve. But out front, Lawson's oblivious to all this. He's gone. He's leaving the other 3 to get in each other's way and battle it out. Steve WORRALL go for the big one round the outside now. He looks to gain the speed. He will thunder into turn 3 and try the outside run again. Howarth seems to think the inside is the way. And it's a win. Oh, it's on the line. Never gave it up. It's a win there for Richard Lawson in blue. It's second in yellow for Kyle Howarth. It's third in red for Stevie WORRALL by a wheel. And at the back was Richie WORRALL. It's a 4-2 race score in heat 15, taking the final score to 43 to the Pirates, 47 to the Lions. And what a big statement this makes to the rest of the league from the Lions. That's their 4th away win on the trot. and you could have to say momentum is with them. But what a big win there from Richard Lawson. We'll have confirmation of the heat result with heat 15, and the win goes to the rider in blue, Richard Lawson. Second goes to the rider in yellow, Carl Howarth from the Leicester Lions. Only just in third was Stevie WORRALL in red for the Pirates, and at the back was Richie WORRALL in white. We end the meeting 43 to the Pirates, 47 to the Lions. So I think we're going to hand down now to the centre green with Rob Dyer and see who he's got with him.
It's not nice, but look, they were the better team on the night. We didn't perform, and we should have done. So, you know, you can make excuses all night, but sometimes you just got to hold your hand up and say we wasn't good enough. And unfortunately, that was the case tonight, certainly for myself.
Yeah, unfortunately, that first race and the mechanical problem really set the tone, didn't it?
It did, and I was playing catch up all night, really. Yeah, I sort of got a good heat win in my third one, thought I was away, and then missed the start in heat 13 and got stuck at the back. So again, 2 weeks running. So I don't know, it's tricky at the minute. I'm just trying to get my head around things, but we'll get there. You know, sometimes you need a loss can wake you up, shall we say, and you know, it certainly make you push harder. Anything to learn from tonight's meeting from a Pirate point of view? I think the biggest problem for us tonight was the starts. They were trapping us all night, and I think we're just going to have a little team meeting now and try and get the starts somewhere a bit more where we want them. And I felt we were all struggling from the start tonight, where normally we're very good. So, but yeah, other than that, no, they just outrode us. Well, it was a good performance from the Lions. Congratulations to them, commiserations to the Pirates, but regroup and go again next time. Definitely, thank you. Thanks, Danny.
Well, I have to say, a very honest assumption there from Danny. A home defeat is rare. All that's left to say is thanks for joining us on Pirates TV. We really hope you've enjoyed the stream. Thanks to the team who's put it all together. Andy, Paul, Rob, and myself. It's good night from us all.